With Gordon taking a bit of a back seat, I figured I would fill in the remaining pieces before the story concludes. My name is Adrian Shepard, and I am here to guide you through the 40-year stasis that Gordon has suffered from. His stasis started after leaving the abandoned house, which would later, of course, become the Evil Disc Corporation. That evil house where he had to complete that puzzle, finding all the roller mines and putting them in the paintings, or else he'd be locked in there if it wasn't finished in that 30-minute time period. But after his stasis started, everything changed. The Combine had lost. The rebels flooded the streets all over the country and celebrated their victory, while also mourning the loss of their beloved hero, Gordon Freeman, who they thought had lost his life in the war against Breen and the Combine. After celebrations were given all over, the fight didn't end. It never does. The Combine indeed fact were not dead. From the ashes of the burnt buildings and charred cities, Combine advisors showed themselves the innocent civilians and brainwashed them. Mind-controlled them into being slaves to their race. In placement, the Combine's goal was to set ruin to the earth with the ashes of the destroyed, build a better one in the image born out of blood. Their image. They were to open portals wherever they could to Zen and other strange and foreign worlds that would allow creatures from all over to take Earth as their own. However, with that being said, other rebels and refugees tried to make everything come back, tried to take back their people from the enslavement of the Combine technology. But it was no use, as they would be controlled too. In the 40 years that followed, until Gordon ultimately made his triumphant return, the enslaved civilians were to erect a tower they made the Citadel look like a wooden shack in someone's backyard. A building so tall, no one would be able to see its top floor. It'd be blinded by the clouds, and I know the Citadel did that too, but the Citadel had nothing on this one. With that newly built tower that they would create, the Combine would open a larger portal to Zen, and would make sure that the Earth was taken. When it came to other survivors like Alex Vance, Barney Calhoun, Judith Mossman, and any others, they fought back against the evil. Or at least they tried to. Judith Mossman left the others to find other refugees and bring them home and plan an attack. She was later arrested by the Combine and was tortured for several weeks until she eventually died in imprisonment from malnourishment. Barney and Alex traveled throughout the country while also in disbelief that Gordon was gone. But it wasn't long before Alex and Barney were taken too. They were found in City 19, where they saw loads of dead Combine bodies and empty suit juicers before realizing Gordon had been there. They saw his blood near the suit juicers and ran DNA diagnostics before finding out and confirming it was Gordon's blood. I guess it wasn't long before the Combine stormed the area and arrested Barney and Alex. It took them back to their base near the construction site of the new Evil Disc Corporation building that was being built, before performing psychological torture on the two of them. As 10 years went by with Alex and Barney as prisoners, they never once gave the Combine the information about Gordon that they needed. But in that 10 years, the Combine experimented with Gordon's blood. They found it when they arrested Barney and Alex. They made DNA from Gordon into a substance that could hold Gordon's sperm, and with that wanted to create a super soldier. After seeing how much damage Alex Vance had done, and definitely how much damage Gordon Freeman had done, the Combine collected Alex and injected her with Gordon's sperm, so that she would carry his baby, which they would raise as Gordon's equal to kill him and take over the world if he were still alive. After 9 months, Alex finally gave birth to a baby girl that she had the opportunity to name. Her plan was to somehow escape with Barney and her baby, and raise her child to be the next Gordon Freeman if he ever were to return. But her plan failed. For after the baby was born, the Combine performed several brainwashing techniques that led her to joining the fight with the Combine, not against. Barney was left alone, and as years went by, he stayed in a cell rotting for years. In the year 2050, Kleiner, a somewhat unstable old man with schizophrenia, was found in a secret underground lab by the Combine and was not given an opportunity to help them, nor given the opportunity to be brought back to his cell. Instead, he was given a fire squad, which burned him alive with flamethrowers. His body rots under a cruise ship that was washed up on sea. 10 years later, in 2060, the building was complete, and I exited my 60-year stasis. I woke up in a cell, not in a helicopter, not at Black Mesa, in a goddamn cell in this new building. I had no idea what to expect, except when I saw a portal the size of a basketball open up several creatures coming out. I was so confused. Barney saw me and knew that I was from Black Mesa. It appeared because I came back from this stasis with my marine gear. He informed me about everything after the Black Mesa incident. After I heard about what happened and what Alex's story was, I wanted to help her. She came to my cell and saw Barney. The two fought. Barney lost, much to my surprise. But he didn't just lose. He was shot. Not killed, but shot. Alex pushed him through the portal to another world and destroyed the equipment which trapped him inside that portal. Barney is gone. He's never been found, and we don't know where he's at. But that's the whole agenda. The world has ultimately gone to shit. Veronica Vance was not the person the Combine had hoped for, especially now that Gordon killed her so very easily along with her mother. Right now I have a chance, my own chance to go against my orders. Since my buddies and other soldiers are long gone from the Black Mesa incident, I guess it's up to me to help Gordon save what's left of this forgotten world. Even if it is a suicide mission.